Hello everybody, my name's Amanda from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk, and today I'm going to try and create a fairly quick and easy card using Eastern Beauty. It's an absolutely stunning stamp set, and there's beautiful papers to match, beautiful dies, and these beautiful golden stickers, which I'm going to use to help me make a really super fast card. Famous last words. So, first of all, I have cut a card base, and I've cut it at 11 inches by 4 1/8, and I've scored at 5 1/4, which leaves me with a gap there. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is start and use my stickers. I'm going to use these border ones. Stickers have quite a bad reputation amongst card making. You always think of the really rubbish cheap peel offs, you know, you get 10 for £1 or whatever. These are somewhat, you know, different to that. These are very thick, very good quality, beautiful self-adhesive adornments. Don't think of them as stick-ons in the traditional sense. They are very, very beautiful, you know, and they're very, very thick. Okay, so that's created a lovely border there. Now when I close that, in fact I could do a double row there. Let me see if I can get away with doing a double row, because that would look really pretty. When I said quick, I meant quick in the Amanda sense of quick, not in like real life quick. Will that fit? I don't know if 2 rows will fit. Let's have a look. Yes, it will if I'm very, very, very precise. The only thing I will say about these stickers is make sure you get it right first time. You don't really, because they're very good quality and they're very sticky, you don't really get the opportunity to peel it off and do it again like you can with cheaper ones, because you know the adhesive is very strong and it could rip your card, which you don't want. So I'm going to save that bit. I'm not going to waste it. It will stick back on there, and you know, I'll use it for something. So that's given me a very pretty border inside there now. Okay, right. So let's get cracking. Don't know. I've not really planned it. Oh, I always do this, don't I? I really like these, so I'm just going to dot some about. I think I'll start with large and go down to small. These are absolutely beautiful and they look stunning. This is Night of Navy cardstock, so they just look beautiful against that. Now let me just bear in mind which stamp I'm using. I want to use oh, I picked one. Let's Be Friends Forever. Let's have that. That's a nice one, isn't it? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do my stamping first, and then I know how much space I've got. So I'm just going to mount that on my block, and I'm actually going to heat emboss with gold embossing powder. So let's just get that straight. There we go. I'm going to get my dust buddy. I'm going to try not to blather my card like I normally do. Just gently. There we go. And then I'm going to use my Versamark. Like so. And I'm going to stamp in this far bottom corner, I think. Or shall I do it in the centre? I'll do it in the far bottom corner. Like so. Hope that it's got all of the detail there. It looks like it has. I'm just going to close my ink pad, and then I'm going to bring out my very old and dilapidated tray, but it does the job, and my Stampin' Up gold embossing pad. Oh, it's got a hair in it. you don't want a hair in it, that's not a good look. I know we want texture on our cards, but that is, you know, going a bit far. This is gold, isn't it? Yeah. That's going a bit far. We don't want that much texture. Okay. That's fine. Let's just move that out of the way. I'm bringing my equally dilapidated heat gun, but it works. So you might want to turn your sound down. While I cook my powder. There we go. Once it goes very quick. And just go from underneath to straighten my card where it might have warped a little bit with the heat. There we go. Yeah, if it warps, let me just do a bit more there because it's not quite fully turned there on that corner. I'm not happy with that. That's it. It hadn't quite finished. It hadn't quite finished. Yeah, if it warps underneath, just put the gun underneath, sorry. If it warps on top, that's what I meant. Right, so I'm going to carry on with my little stickers. Let's have a look what we have here and what we have here. And yeah, I'm just going to make it look pretty. End of. I think I'll have one of these. If I can get it off the backing. There we go. Just so pretty. And we're just going to dot them about. And you're done in no time at all. Let's have a smaller one. No, let's have a bigger one actually. Have this one. This is a nice one. One of these up here. Oop, there we go. And we'll have one of the square ones. Shall we? No, we won't have the square one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put another border along here. That'll look really nice, I reckon. I think. Yep. And then it'll tie in with the inside of my card. Let me start at this side and then I can trim it off easier. There you go. And I could probably continue and just finish off these stickers and get them used up. And make quite a collection of cards. In fact, I think I'll carry that along the back edge there. Continue the theme. Because I think that looks super nice. And who's to say you can't decorate the back of your card? Why not? If you've got it, flaunt it. Oops, that's not on straight. If you've got it, flaunt it. That's what I say. These stickers need using up. There we go. I send out a lot of cards, so it's not going to get wasted. Look how pretty that is. It's a shame I didn't do it along the top, but there you go. You live and learn. I'll put one more along the bottom there, I think. Should we have it in there? Well, let's have it there. Yeah. Let's have it there, and then when the recipient opens it, it's got lovely gold fancy inside it. Just snip that off like that. Wonder if that would fit in there. And then I'm going to use this larger one here, and I'm actually going to put inside, because then you could write with a golden, I have some gold pens, you could write your sentiment inside there with a gold pen, and that would be super luxurious, wouldn't it? Right, let's put some smaller stickers down here. Have that one there. And then some of these little accents. And you've got a lovely, lovely little card there with minimum stamping. So let's have one of them. And that is, because it's golden, the stickers are golden, they just look something else to those. Those are gorgeous. And there you go, you're done. Good to go. Let's be friends forever. I think that's really pretty. Just wish I had it. Oh, I've got another one. Don't think I've got enough to go on there. No, I haven't. That's a shame. Never mind. Otherwise, I would have carried on there as well. But I think that's really pretty. You could emboss further in the middle if you wanted with the same sentiment. Or like I say, write your sentiment in gold pen. Super quick, fast, easy card using Eastern Palace. There you go. Eastern Beauty, even. Don't overlook the beautiful stickers. Thanks for watching. Bye.